We live, homie.
Yeah. What's up, good people? It's your boy Big Slaughter. Calling from, all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. You know
And
what
this
I'm
is your man, A Black, calling from the DMV. For those who don't know, that's the Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia area.
saying? Yes, sir. But I'm originally from Birmingham, Alabama, born and raised,
And I'm originally from the tri-state, Connecticut, born and raised, but I'm always gonna rep that youth.
It's all about that youth. I don't give a damn
Always.
about no Alabama, man. My whole family Bama fans. I can't wait to get that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, before we jump into what we got in store for this evening, tell me your thoughts of Miami scheduling Auburn for a home
I
series.
love it. And this is why I respect Auburn so much more than I respect Alabama. Because the simple fact that they schedule home and homes. Alabama don't do that. The last time I think they scheduled home and home was against Oklahoma, and they got their ass thrashed twice, both times. Because I was at one of them. I was on my recruiting visit with Antonio Madison. I was on my recruiting visit to Alabama, and they got spanked. So I respect Auburn for the fact that they doing a home and home with us instead of a neutral site. So I'm very hyped about that game because, of course, me being from Alabama, I have a lot of friends that are Auburn fans as well. So I get to talk trash like I'm getting to talk some trash this year playing Alabama. So I'm excited about it. I think it's a good look for the program. And I think this is on like the third time they played each other or something in the history of since both programs been in college football. So I think that's big to kind of get different looks, other teams playing.
I wanted to ask you, being that you homegrown Alabama, you know what I'm saying? And when the news came, I set aside, I knew what was going on personally. So I said, I'm gonna just wait and ask my man when we talk. But I wanted to bring that up today. Like, how you feel about that 2029, 2030 Miami against Auburn? And when it came out, bro, I was excited because I was like, this is what we've always done at Miami. We've always scheduled the big dogs and go. Like, how do you measure yourself if you're not scheduling the big dogs and going to play the big dogs, right?
Exactly. And that's why I get so frustrated because, I hate pessimistic people. I hate that. I hate half empty people. I'm a half full guy.
Right.
So it irritates me when people say they want the OU back, but don't want to take the old challenges that the OU did.
Exactly.
Miami became Miami because they beat the teams like Alabama's.
Right.
At the time, the team was who? Nebraska and Oklahoma.
And Notre Dame.
Miami played those teams when they was underdogs, and we beat them. We were supposed to win our first national. We was the underdogs that game.
Yeah.
We beat the invincible Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? This is what this U was made off of, playing those teams like the Alabamas. And you playing those teams, you know what I'm saying, with being highly ranked.
Right.
So, me, I'm always gonna say we're gonna win. We're gonna beat Alabama ass. You know what I'm saying? I know them kids not scared. That's why they came to the University of Miami. And this is why Manny Diaz has recruited players that are used to playing against tough competition and high caliber state champions. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna fold. They're gonna try to rise to the occasion. You know what I'm saying? And you being a ex-ball player like myself, you love to play the so-called best team.
Oh yeah. And guess what? That's just motivation for you. Like, oh yeah, we got so-and-so. We like, they defending national champs. Cool. Ain't nobody giving us a shot in the world. They got us losing 45, 17, 30 something, 20 something. Like, they like, okay.
They trying us.
Yeah, they like, all right, we gonna look, we gotta play. They put their pants on the same way we do, and everybody is harping off of what Alabama was. Let's talk about what they are now. They lost key players.
They lost 92% of their offensive production.
And guess what? The most important part of that production is what on offense? Is who?
Quarterback.
Exactly. And they're starting. He's not a true freshman, but he's a redshirt freshman. But he ain't never been in no game with a bullets alive.
Nope.
And I watched that thing you posted, and I'm like, yo, if he gonna be checked down, if he gonna be Mr. Check Down against us, it's gonna be a problem, B. It's gonna be a problem.
Saying, he didn't look that great. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's a spring game, but he doesn't really drive the ball downfield. He doesn't really have a cannon.
Right.
He has a pretty good release. He has a quick release, but he's a small guy, and we're gonna be putting all types of blitzes, and because Manning's taking over the defense, and he's gonna be extra aggressive.
Of course.
And people like to talk about. Well, look what LSU did to us and stuff. LSU didn't really do anything against us. They got that turnover and scored off a turnover, and they had that one long run where we had to put the freshman in because I think
Shaq
tired or hurt or something like that.
He got banged up.
He got banged up, and they broke that long play. But other than that, they didn't do anything.
No.
We had more yards than LSU.
And look, I'm going to tell you this. And then we could jump into some of the topics me and you discussed before we went live.
Mm-hmm.
We are a much better team overall with depth-wise and everything else than we were when we played LSU.
Yes.
Like
quarterback.
Yeah, we got a quarterback. We got some receivers that's gonna go get it.
We got a better offensive line.
Yeah, better offensive line, and we got a plethora of backs.
Yeah. You can choose.
Like, I don't give a shit. I don't care who you put in there. You put in Thad Frankman or Cody Brown. You see how I'm kind of leading to our topics. You put Cody Brown in there. It don't even matter, bro. Look, man. When we shock the world, it's gonna be the equivalent. And I don't want to use this because I love this dude. This is like he's still that loss still bothers me.
Mike Tyson and Buster Douglas.
Yes.
Yes. That you know what's crazy? I still have never watched that fight fully. Me
neither, bro.
Watch that fight.
Me neither. I can't
watch it.
Me neither. I love Mike so much, man. I can look. I'm gonna say this one thing. We gonna jump in the topic. I was in 8th grade when that fight happened, and when he lost, bro, and I went to school. All the brothers, like for almost half a day, we was just like in awe. Like, damn, Mike got beat. Like, damn, Mike got... Yo, that shook us, bro. We was like, bro, I can't watch it. Even when you see it on ESPN, I turn it away when they start talking about it. I don't want to see that, yo.
Exactly.
I don't want to see that. But yo, we could jump right in to this case. Let's get this show started.
What you want to talk about? You want to talk about the playoffs? What we want to talk about? What you want to talk about?
Yeah, let's talk about the playoffs because that's major news.
Yeah, major news. They just said it just went through a step further. It's about to get to the college football. I guess the managers of the whole is going to them next week to make the final decision. So it's one closer to being official with the 12-team playoff. Me, I'm all for. I love it.
Love it.
I see people talking about, they should do a 6, they should do an 8. If you want to do a 6 or an 8, you still leave that what if factor.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? With 12 teams, you're able to get. There's no question who the top 12 teams are.
That's it. None.
No, it's no question.
None.
It's no question. Really, after the top 10, it's really no question about what the top 10 is.
And guess what? You're gonna get a 12 that's gonna knock off a top seed.
It's gonna eventually happen. That's why you play the game.
Exactly.
I like the format that they're talking about going to, where 1 through 4, I think they deserve a bye.
Right.
And then 5 through 12 play each other. 5 playing 12.
Right.
6 playing 11, so forth and so on. I love it. And I like the fact that people talk about it's gonna diminish the regular season. When it's not, you still have to win games to be considered in the top 12.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to make those games that much more important. And the title game is going to be that much more important.
Yeah.
Because the champions get automatic bids.
And guess what? And guess what else happens, bro? You get players to stay and play in these games.
Exactly. You got a chance. Yeah, maybe after the, if that, what I'm saying, because that's their bowl game.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You get a chance to play. You get a chance to live on and fight another day, and then it's gonna bring more money, especially with these new laws about, you know what I'm saying, these players being able to benefit off their likeness. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really for it. And then you get the small teams like the UCFs and the Cincinnati's. You know, so those teams put up a good fight. Cincinnati was pretty damn good last year. You know what I'm saying? You able to get those teams in there to say, okay, I got my shot.
Right.
Alleviates that. Well, if we would have won, if we would have played, we would have beat this team because, hey, UCF did beat Auburn that year.
Yes, they sure enough did.
They should have beat Auburn, a team that beat Alabama.
And look,
on the championship.
And look, at UCF, they gave LSU a run for their money.
Exactly.
They gave LSU a run for their money with Devin White on that squad and everybody.
And people keep talking about why you want to put those teams in to get blown out. Have y'all watched the playoffs?
Right.
Oklahoma got blew out every time they've been in the playoffs.
Notre Dame has gotten blown out every time.
Washington, when they went, they got what?
Blown out.
Alabama championship. What happened? They got blown out. Only team that hasn't. Well, actually, Clemson got blown out this year.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Bro, you know it, man. People always going to make an excuse because they're used to this format because it makes it easier for the team that they like.
Exactly.
See, but it's just like March Madness where you got that 16 seed beat that and they don't want that.
Yeah. Anybody can get beat in college football.
Anybody
can get beat. It only one bad game.
That's it. A turnover here or there. Somebody
overlooking the opponent, thinking you're just gonna walk in and win.
Yeah,
that's why you play the game. And like I keep telling everybody, and I hate the Steelers. I hate the Steelers with a passion. But the Steelers has won the championship, the Super Bowl twice when it was a wild card team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think that was like 9-5 or something when they just ran through the whole playoff both times. When my boy when they beat the Cardinals,
right?
You know what I'm saying? I mean, the head coach is not bad. Wow.
Hey, that's that's my youngest son. He always talking that. That's my youngest son. He over his mom house. They joining in. You know, to support the channel. He gonna throw some stuff in there, but. At the end of the day, he loved Miami. He liked Oregon too. He's an Oregon fan. He's a Miami fan. My other son is in here somewhere. He's a Miami fan and Ohio State fan. So he can name you. I know, bro. I know. But he can name you every Kane player, every Ohio. And look, he just became an Ohio State fan maybe 3 years ago. God, what's his name? Chase Young. He likes Justin Fields.
I like
Fields too. And what was the DB name? Jeff Okudah.
Oh, okay.
Jeff Okudah. So he liked their DBs.
I like him. I like Justin Fields.
Yeah, but the 12-team playoffs is awesome, bro, because it's gonna give those teams like who had 2 losses a chance to get in there that should have been in there.
Yeah, just think about it. Like when Georgia lost to Alabama in the SEC championship, Georgia was a playoff team.
Exactly.
Even though I don't like them, they was a playoff team.
Right.
So you can't say they don't deserve to be in there.
No, they deserve to be there.
They deserve a shot.
Yeah, they deserve to be there.
Just because you lose don't mean you're not the best team.
Right.
That's why you go through a gauntlet to see.
Yeah. Because didn't Florida lost to Alabama right in the SEC championship game this past year, right? So as much as I hate the Gators, why couldn't they? They could have been in there. They would have been in if it was a 12-team playoff. They would have been right in there.
Yeah.
So it just makes it. It makes and look. I know they thinking it's more money for their pockets. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's more exposure for the kids as well.
Exactly. And I'm like, it just makes it better.
It helps with recruiting.
That too.
It helps it helps level out the playing field.
Right.
And now, I don't have a problem with sending my kid to Cincinnati because they can get a chance to play in the playoffs. play in the playoffs too.
Exactly.
That's money for the program.
Right. And then it's like if you lose one game, it ain't doom or gloom, or two games, it ain't doom or gloom. You like, yo,
team check out.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
We can still get one of them spots in the playoff.
Okay, we still fighting.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Just think about this, bro. A lot of people don't want to admit this, but we would have been in the playoffs in 2017.
You damn right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We would have been in the playoffs.
Yeah. I don't care if we was the 5th seed or the 12th seed. All you want is the opportunity to get to the show, and then once you get to the show, anything can happen, bro.
2 games.
Right. Anything can happen.
Yep.
Anything can happen once we get there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and it's almost to the point, bro, where the powers that be, they may say all the right things about, college football is better when Miami is on top, but they don't really want that.
I honestly think they do.
I mean, but some of them do, but I think some of them don't because they know.
I definitely think I know for a fact. I know this person do. Curb Herbstreit.
Oh yeah, Curb Herbstreit definitely wants Miami. Of course,
I know he won't.
Of course, yeah. Curb Herbstreit is he's an Ohio State alum, but he's a Miami fan. You know what I'm saying? He respects the brand of Miami.
But that's true. I want Texas good.
Yeah.
I want Auburn good. I want Nebraska good again.
Look, I want Florida State good again.
I want Florida State great. I want them ranked 3 and 4 like we used to play in Labor Day. You know
exactly.
I want that. I don't want Florida State to be trash. I want it to be good this year.
Like I don't care about Florida. They can stink. I don't care about them.
Yeah, fuck Florida.
See, I respect Florida State because they never took us off the schedule.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Florida, yeah, they can go somewhere with that.
23, right?
Huh?
We played them in 2023 and 2024, right? Home and home.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'll be at that game. And I'll be in
what you think about hold on, let me read this comment. My son just typed this up. And these are all his opinions. He said, I know this is off topic, but we need more DBs to step their game up because we can't just rely on Al Blaze Jr. What you think about that?
I agree. I mean, a lot of people give Al Blaze heat, but Al Blaze has really lived up to that last name. And
look, and you know what? And I don't think people took into account of how sick or how COVID affected his play last year until it came out that he had it and it affected his heart. You know what I'm saying? Because the year before that, he was balling. Everybody was saying he was our best corner. So, I mean, look, man, I like the comment, Kafre. I agree with that. But I think to answer your question, I think we're going to be good with the DB position now. We got Tyreek Stevenson. We got, Elijah Duncan's growing up. We got
Isaiah
Isaiah Duncan. What's the other brother named Corey Couch?
Yeah.
DJ Ivy.
Good weight.
Yeah, DJ Ivy. And we have T-Rob. So that's the, you know what I'm saying? That's the, yeah. Yeah. So I think we're gonna be good. I like the comment though. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but speaking of, you know what I'm saying, safeties, of course, Jaquan Johnson was one of our better safeties that we had in the program.
Oh yeah.
So the brother just enrolled this week, and they showed some pictures of it. They did the Stop the Violence walk.
Yeah.
Through Miami, which is a big respect to Manny, and having them boys in the community,
right,
showing that they care. So, and I big ups to Manny Diaz for that.
Big up to you, Coach Manny, for that, recognizing that, that the people in the community are the people on this team. And you know what I'm saying? When Miami was great, the team and the community was just, they were one. So big up to you, Coach Manny. If you see this, we give you props for that. You know what I'm saying? It's good to get in the community and letting people see these players out here, and that'll bode well later on in the future for the program.
Exactly. But speaking of, like I said, Jaquan Johnson, his little brother Tyler Johnson, man, I seen some pictures of him next to some of the guys, man. That kid looks good, man.
He gonna
be a sleeper.
Yeah, he definitely gonna be a sleeper, yo. He gonna be that guy that come in and people gonna be like, where y'all get him from? What school was he at? Exactly. Like, yeah.
A lot of people gotta understand that's how Denzel Perryman was. Nobody really talking about Denzel Perryman. He was overshadowed by Philip Dorsett and all guys.
Yeah.
And Chicolo and all those kids. He was overshadowed. But he started as a freshman. Not saying Tyler's gonna start as a freshman, but I'm just saying, like, he just has that. I don't know. His brother is just like his brother, man. If he anything like his brother, I can expect him to be a damn good football player.
Because his brother football IQ was so high.
Exactly.
And if he has that stock in him, then he's gonna be definitely a gym.
And he's 6'2".
Yeah, he gonna be a gym, yo.
He a legit 6'2". He looks good. You know, speaking of a player that looks good, Shamar Stewart, man. We've been hearing a lot of good things about him from the far as the Canes. We got the crystal ball with him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If we can get that kid right there,
bro,
and pair him with what's my man name? 56.
Leonard Taylor.
And then we get Big Bell.
Oh man, let me tell you something. Miami fans, our family, I want y'all to envision this. You have Shamar Stewart, Leonard Taylor, Big Bear, and it don't even matter who you got on the other end, but
you can say Chance Williams.
Chance Williams, Jafari Harvey, because he'll still be here. That D line right there is scary in itself. It's ridiculous, yo. It's ridiculous. And Shamar Stewart is what, 6'5", a good 2 and some change. Yeah, that's a good look. And then all credit due to Coach Simpson from building that relationship and establishing it and making Shamar realize, like, yo, this is the place I can flourish. And we just had 3 DNs go to the league.
2 first round.
2 first rounders.
Then Roche goes in the 4th round or 5th round?
4th.
4th? Okay.
4th.
And that's still pretty damn good.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I think they understand that now. They get to sit and talk to Jeff Simpson so he can teach them little things that he could tell them about his experience in the NFL and what it's going to take to get to that next level.
Uh-huh. That's true. I agree. I definitely agree, bro.
I'm trying to think of who's the other DN. It's another DN that we're recruiting that Jeff Simpson really likes.
He's a name that starts with a K. I know he's a weak side defensive end.
Right.
So yeah, I definitely agree. That's a pretty good that's pretty good right there, man. But the kid has so much upside, man. He reminds me of my man number 9, Chad Thomas.
Chad Thomas.
He reminds me of Chad Thomas. Oh yeah, Russo's a monster. But I think Russo's a different type of DN than Stewart. I think Stewart is a little bit more polished. Of course, right. Russo came from playing on offense.
Exactly. You know who Shamar just reminds me of, just, not really play, a little play, but just off the eye test. He reminds me of like Alvin Williams or Andrew Williams and Hugh Green.
Yeah.
They're like that stature. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of player.
Yeah.
I mean, look, man. If he comes here, it's a plus, man. It's a plus. It's like you add them to what we already got, and we never failed in the defensive end department at all. Like we never missed on defensive ends.
We haven't.
We haven't missed on defensive ends.
We have not missed on defensive ends since Manny been here.
Yeah, like I don't know what it is. We get DNs. Now we just got to start hitting on them big boys in the trenches.
But we ain't missed on those really either.
And I think Nestor gonna have a big year this year.
I think he is so. I think the game has slowed down so much for him because of experience. Oh yeah, we have a good chance to get. I agree. And a lot of kids keep raving about this new defense that Manny is showing them.
Bruh, let me tell you something. Bro, we talked about this offline, I think months ago, when we said it's going to be something that, because of Coach Shoot, is probably bringing Manny out of his comfort zone. Like, yo, look, you can still have your principles, right? But, yo, we got to get out of our comfort zone. We got to keep offenses guessing what we going to do. And I think you're going to see, like somebody said, what somebody say before you, like a 4-1-6 or something like that. And I said we may see some 3-3-5 principles because I seen Manny run 3-3-5 before when we played Georgia Tech, like his first or second year.
Yeah.
But we're going to see some 3-3-5.
It's Oklahoma State too, I think.
Yeah, we're going to run some 3-3-5 principles because we have so much athleticism on the back end now. Like, just we got so much athleticism on the back end who can cover and who can hit. I mean, bro, we've been hearing rave. I've been hearing the same thing. Like, these new players are like, yo, this new defense is tremendous. Tremendous.
So yeah, I'm excited about that, man. So speaking of, like I said, we talked about Shamar Stewart and we talked about Tyler Johnson. Cody Brown on campus.
Yeah, that's good. That's big news.
One thing we have to start giving Manny credit for is his committed players enrollment. Think about it. Under Al Golden, we had a lot of kids that we signed, but then wasn't able to enroll.
Right.
Or even not even just Al Golden. Under our guy Randy, same thing. He had a lot of didn't make it in. You start seeing it go down far as with Mark Rick. You didn't really see as many people. I think we had a lot of classes where we have a full class that was able to get in the school.
Yeah, I think we had 100%. But from Mark Rick on up until Manny.
So props for Manny to keeping that blueprint.
Right.
Rick left for him to how to get these kids in school, because that bodes well for your depth. That's how you build depth from your team. You know what I'm saying? So major props to that. But having Brown in right now, I think that's really, really good for us with camaraderie with the players and things of that nature. They can get chance to bond and do 7-on-7, so he can kind of get a glimpse of how the playbook would be. I'm pretty sure he got his playbook now, so now he can study with the QBs and go over places. He can be helped. So when it's time to camp, because camp will be starting here in a few weeks. That shit is soon.
Yeah, that's it.
Up around end of July.
Yeah, that shit around the corner, bro. It's around the corner. But since we're talking about, Mr. Brown, tell me what you like about him as a player, as a back, and what he will bring to this offense.
What I like about him is his explosion through the hole, his acceleration through the hole.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He doesn't stop his feet. He's very, very, very explosive for a guy his size. He's powerful. Right. He's not the fastest, but at running back, you don't have to be the fastest. You know, a short burst.
Yep.
And vision. That's the main thing. Vision and patience.
That's it.
Explosion. Those are the main components of being a great running back. Yeah,
it's not how fast you get to the hole. It's how fast you get through the hole.
Exactly.
And I express that to my younger son all the time. Like, yo, it's and you got to have patience and to set up your blocks right and have that vision.
Develop. Let your blocking develop. And the fact that he played in one of the toughest classifications in the state of Georgia.
Right.
And for, you know what I'm saying, but 4,000 or 5,000 yards. And he came, you know what I'm saying, he that school is known for producing great running backs. So I just think that Thad Franklin can't go in there just thinking that he's gonna have a position.
Right.
That kid right there can literally be something special.
Yeah,
because
he coming to play.
You're gonna see here in a little while that we're gonna start transitioning from smaller backs to big, powerful backs. If you think about it, if you really look back and go back and look at Gus Malzahn at Auburn. His backs were, he had big backs, 200 pounds, 230 pounds, 6 foot, that can wear down teams because they're gonna get 30 carries.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I expect you're gonna start to see a transition from those type of running backs being recruited at Miami. You're not gonna see many roosters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see guys that can play receiver that they can bring across in that motion.
Right. We're gonna start seeing the Don Cheneys and the Cody Browns and stuff like that.
And more of that.
And that's why we're recruiting the back from American Heritage.
He's 6'1", 230.
Right.
Can wear down a defense.
Exactly.
You want 4 backs that you can roll in and you can just pound and pound and pound and pound. After a while, them linebackers gonna start sidestepping.
Exactly.
Start arm tackling.
And what you think them corners gonna do? Start diving for ankles. Exactly. They could be really out there making business decisions, Jack.
Exactly. So what you like about the kid?
I like his ability to catch the ball. And him being so big, I like his ability to catch the ball. You know what I'm saying? I like that. That's just another added weapon to our offense that you could get him out on swing passes. I love that. Of course, I love that he runs violent and mad, and he never goes down by the first person.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean.
And one thing I will say, in the main thing that I say I love about him is that him coming to Miami just proves that he's a competitor.
Exactly.
He has 3 top 10 running backs, 3 or 4 already on the roster.
Yeah.
And he said, okay, I'm coming to Miami.
Because he could have went anywhere. He could have stayed at Tennessee. He could have went anywhere after that.
And he was at Tennessee. Tennessee known for producing good running backs.
Yeah, he decided. He was like, man, look, I'm going out my scholarship. Y'all fired the coach. I'm going to look around. Miami's the best fit for me. That's where I'm going.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm going. So, yeah, big up to him for that. Cody B or C Brown, big up to you, homie, for coming to Miami. Not worried about the talent. You're going to come in here. You're going to work hard. You're going to push them. They're going to push you. And at the end of the day, you're all going to be better for it. And since we're on running back, I just want to make one comment real quick. I think Cam was hurt all year after the Louisville game when he dived in the end zone and he hyperextended his knee. I don't think he was the same after that. I love Cam.
I still think Cam is. There's gonna be hard for him to beat Cam out for that starting running.
No. What I'm saying is, I think Cam is going to light it up this year.
No, I understand that. What I'm saying, a lot of people keep trying to push John Chaney over him, but I'm kind of like, y'all forget that Cam Harris was a top 5 running back in the nation.
Right.
Like, this kid ended up starting over the number 1 running back, which was, you know what I'm saying? What's the kid name? Went to Florida.
Lorenzo Lingard. Right.
And so we have a stud at Cam. He's gonna produce. They actually got him projected as one of the top 10 running backs in the country this year. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be stacked, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not worried about the running back position.
Hold on, say what's up to Hurricane T2Y. What's going on, brother? You know what I'm saying? You know, this champ, man, this brother, he you know, T, I was telling you, he was giving us, you know, behind the scenes information on how to get this thing up and running. He's been real supportive. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to talk some more so we can develop the channel, you know, put icons in the thing, you know, make it look a little nice, you know, but he's been very helpful. Yo, bro, we appreciate you. We do, Hurricane T2I. We appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Speaking of players that shows grit and heart, we got a little receiver that we recruiting that's committed to us, man. Quan Lee.
Oh.
He committed to us early this week. He said he shut down his recruitment under, after the official visits. He's been going back and forth with the number 1 corner in the nation that's committed to Florida State. Right. Recruiting for Miami and talking big about Miami, but there's some rumblings that he taking a visit to Central Florida. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He personally, it's a kid. Let him take his visits.
Go get that free food.
Miami. He's still recruiting for Miami. So I'm not really worried about it. So I understand going through that recruitment myself. You want to take your visit. Let the kid be a kid. Let him take his visits, because after that, you locked in, you in school. It's no more recruiting unless you transfer.
Yeah.
So I'm not no problem with the kid if you want to take a visit somewhere. There's been plenty of other kids that said they're going to take a visit after committed. He wants different schools. It's free. Go. They pay. Explore.
Go get that free food. Go eat on their dime. You know, go get that ego. Go get that ego feel. You know what I'm saying? But you know, at the end of the day, you coming to Miami, and if it's some players that are there that Miami's recruiting, do that recruiting on that visit. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nothing wrong with that. Look, enjoy your time, man, because you only go through this process once, unless you get to the league and you're a free agent, then you go through it again. But right now, this is pure. Enjoy it. Have a ball with it. Continue to recruit for Miami. Continue to go back and forth with the number one player, DB, supposedly in the country, Florida State commit.
What's his name? I think his last name Hunt or something like that.
Yeah, Sutton Hunt. Yeah. He said, what he telling me? He said, man, look, he said, I ain't no camp person. He said,
but there's a lot of people predicting that kid to be to come to Miami though.
Really?
Yeah, they like it. They got him on the flip watch.
Oh man, I ain't see that.
Yeah.
But I seen some of his film. The young man can ball.
Yeah.
All due respect, Hunter. He can, brother. You can ball. He can ball.
They said Quan gave him that work though.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, put like this, bro. You know as well as I know. You play this game long enough.
So you gonna get beat.
You gonna give a DB some work. Oh, okay, I see you. You gonna give a DB some work, and that DB gonna give you some work. It's all a part of the game. What T-Rob said, I don't want no DBs who said they never been beat before.
Yep.
T-Rob said, I don't want no DBs that said they ain't never been beat before.
Speaking of DBs, man, great DBs. You know, we got that young man, Kamari Rogers, that's been talking real nice about how he can't wait to get back on campus.
Oh, yeah.
And Corey Gables right now for his official. So I think, you know, they got some crystal balls for that kid. And I think, man, he's gonna be one of our prized possessions.
Yeah, I think him, and they got the other brother, what's his name, Chris Graves, the other DB. Oh, yeah. They got him crystal ball to us. And you know, he's cousins with God, what's the brother name? The cat that they got for defense, but me and you keep saying he's gonna wind up playing receiver.
Oh yeah, that's his cousin.
Yeah. Cause they played for the same high school. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That family got some good genes, because both of them boys fast.
Right. They got some wheels. Yeah. So yeah, Kamari Rogers, you know, they got him crystal ball coming to Miami, which is, you know, good. And Kamari could ball. But what's going on since we're on DBs? I mean, what's the word? Any word from the DB from your neck of the woods? Traquan Fagans?
Transferred, bro.
He transferred to where?
He transferred to Thompson High School. He's one of the best. That's one of the best programs in America right now in the state of Alabama. Like
wow.
Like top 5 in the nation.
Okay.
Like they loaded. Like they got no bullshit. They got like 10 kids ranked in the top 250.
Damn.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like they're loaded.
Damn. I can't hear you.
I gotta end this. I gotta cut it off.
All right.
Hey, D Black, I'm gonna have to call you back. This one of my fighter guys. This one of my fighter guys, man.
All right, go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's just me now. You know what I'm saying? My man had to go. He had to fight one of his fighters on. But yeah, so Kamari Rogers is crystal ball to come to Miami. That'd be big. You know what I'm saying? If he commits soon, that'd be big. I think that'll open up the floodgates. I think Chris Graves, I think he's gonna commit soon or within the near future. Somebody's committing on July 4th. I think that's Jacoby Spells. There's been a lot of rumblings of him getting a crystal ball to West Virginia, I believe, or him choosing West Virginia. Deep down inside, I really still think he's going to pick Miami over West Virginia. But that just be a good look, man. Those three will be great hauls for the University of Miami in the cornerback room with DVD to work with, and of course T-Rob to work with. Who else? Surprised to see Kamari Wilson come down, but that's a pleasant surprise. You know, that's number one safety in the country. Everybody wants him. But guess what? Then nobody think we was gonna get James Williams either. So, hey, they keep chipping. You know, and hey, let the chips fall where they may. If we get them, great. If not, then you know, hey, can't nobody say we didn't try. You know. Let me read. What's this? So I feel we will have a good year if we do what we got to do on the field and in the classroom. That's very important. You gotta do what you gotta do in the classroom to be able to be on the field, stay on the field. That's a great point. That's a very great point. You know, sound like a student athlete right there. That's that post that typed in that in the chat. But you know, yeah. So I'm definitely liking some of the things that's coming out. But it'd be major if we got Bear. Like, do y'all understand how different the defense would be with Bear and Leonard Taylor controlling the middle and the D tackles that we got still? Jerison Harrison Hunt, you know, Jafari Harley. Like that D line it's gonna look different. And if your D line is good, frees up your linebackers to make plays. It keeps the offensive line off of them. You know, if your D line's getting a pass rush, it makes the cornerback's job and the safety's jobs a lot easier. Because they don't have to cover as long. So, you know, I mean, all the coaches are building tremendous relationships with the players. We're gonna get some, we're gonna lose some. But let's win more than we lose. You know what I'm saying? Let's win more of these battles, recruiting battles, than we lose. But if we don't get a corner that we want, I want to see if people have the same energy towards DVD or T-Rob like they did Rump. Now, me personally, I understand that they can't get everybody, so my energy is not gonna be negative towards DVD or T-Rob. Like my energy was never that towards Rump. I like Rump. You know what I'm saying? People just didn't understand what was going on behind closed doors and everything that I've heard. You know, he didn't have the final say on who to go get, whatever. But that's neither here nor there. We just got to understand that we're not going to get everybody, but we need to get the ones that we identified as we need them to change the program. That's those are the battles we have to win. But yeah, you know, my co-hosts have to bounce. Let me see what else I had up. We covered everything that we wanted to cover, but I'm gonna circle back around. You know, I'm gonna talk about Derek King just real quick and his health. He's looking good. He's looking like he's ready to go. September 3rd against Alabama, or the 4th, right? I think it's the 3rd though, but he's looking ready to go. There's no reason why Miami can't be part of the 12-team playoff. You know. Two most important games on our schedule. Every game is important, but Alabama, of course, North Carolina. You can't sleep on Virginia Tech either. But the North Carolina game, we need that because they beat us the last 2 years. You know, they beat us on the 4th and 12. And the last year, they just annihilated us. So it's a redemption game. You know, it's a statement game, payback game. Almost back in like 2000 when they talked about in the U Part 2 where they was like, you know, Virginia Tech started to believe they was that team that was going to beat us and they had to change that. And that's how North Carolina feels now. So we have to go in there and we have to let them know and put them in their place this year. And if possible, we need to win convincingly. We need to win by at least 3 scores or more. We can run it up, you know, send a message. Like my man said in Remember the Titans, run it up, Herman. Leave no doubt. That's what Manny needs to say to Rhett. Run it up, Rhett. Leave no doubt, and that's how it needs to be, man. Keep the foot on their throat for all 4 quarters. You know, let's you know what I'm saying. Revenge is a dish best served cold. Let's serve that thing frozen to them. On that note, you know, I appreciate the people that came in. Bet I appreciate that. T2I, brother, you don't understand. Yo, I appreciate everything that you've done for us so far. You know, we need to link up and talk offline. I got your email, so I'm gonna shoot you my number. You can email me yours, and we can talk offline, and you can help us. You know how we can put some graphics and stuff in the background just to build the channel up, make it look a little more crisp, a little more professional. But yes, that North Carolina game, we have to serve that dish frozen, ice cold. Serve it frozen, ice cold. And hey, StormWarning, we'll be back next week. Hey, we may be back tomorrow because the initial plan was to get up here on Saturday. So we may do another show either tomorrow or Sunday, and we'll have a couple new topics to discuss. But yo, I want y'all, put this up here. Some of these comments right here. Hurricane T2Y. Everybody, if you haven't subscribed to his page, go subscribe to this brother's page. He has good content. The Miami Flow Show, subscribe to that. Flow has some great content. The Wholesome One, another great Kane show. Kane's Inside. Go subscribe to their show with Brad, and I forgot the other guy name. I think his name is Chris. They have good content. Paul Scoop, another good Kane outlet for some good content that I've watched in the past. So yeah, all those shows, you know, great. Oh God, what's the other guy name? He does the breakdown. He's part of the Orange Bowl crew. I forgot his name, but I'll look it up and then I'll talk about him. I think his name is Roman. But he does great breakdown analysis as well. But with that being said, StormWarning, we're about to get up out of here. We're gonna be on not tomorrow, Sunday. We definitely try to give y'all some another show this weekend with some more topics, some different topics from what we discussed today. But we know we may loop around and talk about this 12-team playoff again and give a scenario. You know, we may give our 12 teams based off of right now. That's what we may do. Sit down and give you guys our 12 teams who we think right now, if the season was started right now, who would be those 12 teams to make it in the playoffs. So with that being said, StormWarning, A Black 2124, about to sign off. Everybody have a lovely, lovely Friday and luxurious weekend. Be safe, mask up, protect yourself. Happy Juneteenth. Praise to my ancestors. Peace to the next StormWarning show. Appreciate all the love and support. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Turn on your post notifications as well. And share and like the video. Peace.